We are back, guys. Pessoal aí que fala português, gente, a gente não tem o que fazer quanto à internet. O problema é na cidade. A gente tem aqui um roteador 5G, nem o roteador tá pegando sinal. Temos 3 TI aqui tentando resolver o problema. A gente não está conseguindo. O problema é na cidade. Realmente não há o que fazer, galera. A gente está tentando de tudo aqui. Só que milagre. Ó, o Jorginho tá aqui, o homem do TI, trabalha com telecomunicações. Explica aí em português rapidamente, Jorginho, para ver se o pessoal nos entende.
Fala galera, tudo bem? Então, tá com um problema local aqui na cidade de Viana do Castelo. O download ele tá até, vamos chamar assim, transmissível, dava para fazer a transmissão,
O problema é
mas
o
a taxa de
upload, né?
upload tá menos de 1K, pra vocês terem noção. É parecendo aqueles modems de antigamente que a gente
Um desses nos
conectava.
salvaria agora
É,
até, viu?
eu tenho um equipamento backup 5G aqui que daria para transmitir normal, mas mesmo assim esse não tá funcionando. Então,
Não há
infelizmente não tenho muito o que a gente fazer.
um profissional da área aqui falando para vocês. So now, we're back in English, guys. Our good friend Jorge Oliveira da Silva trying to fix our internet problem, but he's not a miracle worker yet. I'm frustrated about this, just as frustrated as you guys. We came all the way from Brazil over here to make the best job we can. So we're probably going to have to upload this later on so you guys can watch it. Certainly not today because the internet is all effed over. So I'm just going to tell you what happens in the track as the race goes with my good friend JK. So pole position for now for Charles Decline with a 1:00. Aaron Monroy will be P2 with a 1:01. Kenneth Nessens in P3. Bram Gelton in P4. Rodrigo Vieira in P5. P6 for Ruben Butens. P7 Bruno Albino. P8 Pablo Pardilla. P9 Björn Burgignon. P10 for Rafael Santini. P11 Gilson Signori. P12 Lucas Urbani. P13 Hugo Carvalho. P14 Miguel Araújo. P15 Anton Schoppler. P16 Miguel Cuenca. P17 Jose Vega. Look at this, P18. That is Michael Schottler, the reigning champion. P19 Bradley Shepard. P20 Jimmy Gaspard. P21 Luis Santiago. Pedro Soares and João Brites are not on track for now. There's a driver over there on the right. That is Luis Santiago raising up his hand. Probably his cart is not working. Hopefully sound is okay. We're going to try and give you a good description of the race as if this was a podcast. They're pushing down. That is Gilson Signori in P11. They're going to put the driver on P9 right in front of him, which is Bjorn. That's him over there, pulling up to the left. There he goes. So Group D, a really strong group. Rodrigo Vieira in the top 10. Ruben Butens also over there, the 2-time world champion. Michael Schuttler not doing a good job so far over here on his super pole lap. Starting, unfortunately, on P18. Rafael Santini starting P10 did some good racing today. He has a P2, P3 yesterday. Today, I think he had a P6, P5 actually on his previous race. Trying to finish on the top 10 now. Diogo Corvas de Puga, o que aconteceu com o Brits? Então, Diogo, nem o João Brites, nem o Pedro Soares estão por aqui hoje. Ah, galera, não dá pra fazer em português, não tem como. Marcelo Shoba, a internet pra mim tá normal, já trava normalmente. Pegoraro, tem que fazer aula de inglês, pô. Ó o pai aqui. O Haron achava que era a internet dele. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna mix it up on this one. A little bit of English, a little bit of Portuguese. Charles Leclerc on the inside, Aaron Monroy on the outside for the start of the race. Here they come. What's going on? I don't think this is a start of the race, so race start has been canceled. A corrida não vai largar, meus jovens. O que aconteceu ali? O Aaron Monroy, his engine cut out on the start, so they had to cancel the race start. Going to line up everyone again. So we are about to start the race. Charles Leclerc on the inside, Aaron Monroy on the outside. Leading the pack. This is a rolling start, double file. Chris picking up this yellow flag, running back to his station. Drivers approaching the main straight. Race is about to start. Green flag on Nuno's hands, and green flag drops, and we are racing. Charles Leclerc still in P1. Look at that. Rodrigo Vieira starting in P5 all the way up to P3 now. Let's see what goes on. Ooh, nice move for P1 now. Charles is not P1 anymore. Was that Aaron? We'll know on the next time they will go past. Oh, look at that. Rodrigo Vieira in the scrap, being pushed outside, dropping to P6 now. There's 2 lines, 3 lines. People going 3 and 4 wide into the turns. Oh, look at that. That is a terrible. Oh, someone just got spun around. What just happened? Let's check the replay. What a scrap for the battle on the top 5 guys. Let's see if we have the replay for that moment of the race in a few moments. We have only the final thing. I think Rafael Santini got pushed on his inside, ended up pushing someone else on the outside. I think that was Miguel Araújo. We're back live. So, guys, we're going to try and fix our internet with a cell phone here. We'll be right back. Pessoal do Brasil, normalizou aí? Oh. Pessoal, fala pra mim se normalizou. Eu acho que a internet da cidade voltou. So, guys, is the image better now? I think we might get... Oh, thank you so much. Let's go! Oh, I'm so relieved. I want a beer now. Oh. Jorginho não fez nada, na verdade, né? Pessoal, ó, agradeçam o Jorginho, ó. Tem até gente assobiando lá embaixo. O Jorginho deu 3 passos aqui, fez uma reza braba. Jorginho, que é lá da Bahia. Okay, let's go, boys. We got ourselves some internet. Let's see how much time this will last. So I don't actually know what is going on the race. I'm so sorry for that. So I think this is from P1 to P5. Let me check. It is. So Charles still in P1. Look at that. The Brazilian driver, Bruno Albino, doing a flyer out there of 59.8. Ruben Boutens all the way up to P3 now. He could win this. Running a bit faster than Kenneth and Charles in front of him. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This internet. Oh, well, sorry, guys. There really is nothing we can do. Internet funcionou 1 minuto, pessoal, e caiu de novo. Vamos torcer para dia melhor amanhã. So, driver number 222, that is Jose Vega, getting a finger wag from Paul Horniman. Naughty boy. Bruno Albino with the fastest lap so far. That's a purple lap of 59.8 as they come back onto the start-finish straight. So Charles still in first place, followed by Kenneth. Ruben Boutens still in P3, chased down by Bruno and Rodrigo Vieira, the Brazilian double over there. Já era de novo.
Você tem que desconectar o cabo de vídeo e deixar no celular. Se desconectar o cabo, a conexão vai cair, né?
So guys, we'll be right back, okay? I mean, agora não dá pra mexer. Olha lá, o cara atacando pro P1, não tem como mexer agora. Ih, não conectou. Já caiu. Bom. So the top 5 guys were still trying to figure out one more solution to this, because the internet over here on the track. Oh, there's a scrap for P2 now. Ruben Buttons actually is dropping down to P4. Looks like it. Bruno Albino making a move. Ruben Buttons being rubbed all the way to the outside. Rodrigo Vieira trying to go behind him. Tucks on a P5. So Bruno Albino already up to P3. Followed really close by that's Ruben Buttons behind him now in P4. Rodrigo Vieira puts it on the inside, thinks back, tucks behind Ruben Buttons one more time. So Charles still leading from Kenneth in the front. Looks like Ruben is putting it on the inside, licks the stamp and sends it back into P3 now. Clean racing so far by these guys. Rodrigo Vieira still pulling a bit away from the first group of 4. But this race is definitely not decided on these top 5 guys. There goes Aaron. That was Miguel, actually. As we're still following the top 5 guys. Now split into 2 groups. Well, it's one group again. Charles still in first. Ruben now down to 3rd. He was actually down to P4, but he overtook Bruno Albino on the next turn and got that P3 position back. He's putting it now on the inside of Kenneth. Maybe he's going to get cut across now. Next turn to the right. He might lose 2 positions. Not happy at all because Bruno is... Oh! Looks like Bruno pushed Kenneth all the way to the outside. I don't know if that was a mistake or if he just got punted. Well, look at that. Rodrigo trying to move on the inside. That is Kenneth in front of him. Was in P2, dropping down all the way to P4, being chased down by the Brazilian Rodrigo Vieira now. Bruno Albino also being chased down by Ruben. Down to P3 now. Should make a move pretty soon now. We're reaching the half point of the race. 10 minutes left. Bruno Albino getting closer and closer to Charles now. So now Bruno Albino is all the way up to P1. He is the net leader of the race with a fastest lap. Previous lap was a 59.5. Kenneth dropping down to P2 now. Ruben still in P3, chasing after them. Charles in P4, chased by Rodrigo Vieira in P5. Rodrigo Vieira dropping down a little, actually. The gap is considerably bigger now from Rodrigo to Charles. Now he gets closer when they're deep inside you to the left turn. Bruno's still leading the race. 8 minutes and a half to the finish. Look at that. Ruben with his head down, trying to get the slipstream from Kenneth, who is also trying to get the benefit of the draft from Bruno Albino, our current leader, on the white helmet, blue and yellow suit, with a Brazilian color scheme on his racing suit. So top four with the 1-0 lap. Rodrigo Vieira 4/10 faster than Charles, pulling up behind him. Should make a move real soon. Look how he's making a different course layout over there, doing a different line, a bit more close line. Look how he brakes later than the top four guys. Back marker getting off the throttle now. Good move, fair play to him. Oh, and someone's in. That is Charles Leclerc doing his Joker lap into the pit stop. And there goes Bruno, still in the lead. Rodrigo Vieira up to P4. Let's see if he can benefit later on from the overcut. Now he doesn't have any draft to get his speed up. And there you go, 146. That is Pablo Padilla. Anton Schopler on cart 22 already out. Cart 169. Anton Schopler, yep. Oh, there's a good fight going on. That is Ruben Buttons up to P1 now. Now he's on the outside for the next turn, so Kenneth should be up to P1 one more time. Bruno Albino dropping to P3. Rodrigo Vieira is also right there to pick up the scraps. This should be a good time for one of them to go into the Joker lap. Now that they start fighting, a lot of people in the pits now. Look at these top four scrap, not bad at all. Rodrigo Vieira helping out Bruno Albino, trying to get to the front. Putting it on the inside, that is Bruno Albino trying to go for the lead. Now he's on the outside for the next turn. Rodrigo Vieira, well, actually he's on the inside now. So Bruno and Rodrigo working together, getting that P1 and P2. I would have to say this is the perfect lap to go in to the pits. Do your Joker lap, trying to get rid of all the fuss that is going on track. So that is Bruno Albino. Rodrigo Vieira trying to make a move on the inside. Bruno Albino still in P1. And that is it. That is Ruben and Kenneth both going into their Joker lap so they can make their pit stop. We have two drivers already in. That is Michael Schuttler on the right. To the left, that is Lucas Urbani. As we get back on image, looking at Ruben and Kenneth, both coming into the pit lane. As we see, that is Rafael Santini trying to recover from that incident before. So it looks like these guys might be working together. Kenneth talking to Ruben. Ruben saying, yeah, okay, whatever. This is a long pit stop now. It's 55 seconds. Kenneth might have made a mistake now. Coming back into the pits. That was that was a bit early. Sorry, 55 seconds, not 35. So looks like Ruben is actually coming out in front. So Ruben could be the net leader of the race. Let's see how this pans out. That is Charles coming into P3. So Ruben Buttons for now is the net leader of the race. Behind him, that is Kenneth. In third place, that is Charles. This is Bruno Albino in the pits. He is also in the fight for the lead. 3 minutes to go for the end of the race. Rodrigo Vieira is also in, so all the top 5 drivers done their joker lap. Rodrigo Vieira will be in the pits soon enough. Let's see who the faster driver on the small circuit and who reacts faster to the exit of the pit lane. Here comes Rodrigo. He's in. Oh, look at that. Bruno Albino joining in second spot. Oh, there's a nice fight going on. Here is Rodrigo. Let's just go back to the fight now. See where these guys go back. If Rodrigo does a really nice pit stop, he could do the overcut on top of these 4. His in-lap was a 134.8. Bruno Albino did a 134.1. So for now, our net leader of the race is Ruben, followed by Kenneth. Then that is Bruno Albino and Charles. 1.5 minutes for the finish of the race. There goes Rodrigo. That's Rodrigo over there. P1, P2, P3, P4. Charles gets past him, so Rodrigo rejoins in P5 for now. Bruno Albino still in P3. That's going to be a good scrap for P1 now. So Rodrigo Vieira trying to go on the outside. Now is the inside of Charles Decline, so he is net P4 right now. Bruno Albino making a mistake. Oh, look at that. That is Kenneth putting it on the inside of Ruben. Bruno Albino almost pushing him wide. Takes his foot off the throttle and gets behind these two. So we're going to have a 3-way fight at least all the way to the end. As they pass the bumpy section, as my man JK calls it, the bounce house. This is the last lap of the race. Ruben still leading. But this could be the victory for any one of these 5. Ruben putting it on the inside, starting to defend. Bruno Albino now giving a bit of a nudge to Kenneth. Bruno losing patience now. Look at that. Rodrigo Vieira on the outside gets out a bit faster than Bruno. This is a scrap for P3 now. Ruben closing the gap, closing the door actually to Kenneth. Charles still in P3. Bruno Albino a bit better out of the turn on the outside. Rodrigo on the inside trying to go for P4. Gets that position back up in front. Look at this. Opens up a little bit. Kenneth, look at Bruno. Comes out good for the last turn. Tries to go for the scrap on P2. How is this going to finish now? Bruno, I think, is P3, but the winner of the race is Ruben. Group D, race 6. Wow, what a finish to this race. Ruben, the winner. Go Holland! In P2, Kenneth, Nasons, Bruno Albino. A solid race in P3. Hats off to Rodrigo Vieira and Charles for that good scrap at the final. P6 for Bram Gelton, Hugo Carvalho in P7. Gilson Signori, his best results so far in P8. P9 for Aaron Monroy. There you go with the race winner, Ruben Buttons. P10 for Michael Schottler. Started the race all the way in the back. Good recovery for him for now. P11, Lucas Urbani. P12, Pablo Pardia. P13, Jimmy Gaspard. P14, Rafael Santini, who was on the top 5 on the start of the race. He was top 6 or something, but got in an incident, got pushed outside. I can't remember by who right now. P15, Bjorn Bourguignon. P16, Bradley Shepard. P17, Miguel Cuenca. P18, Anton Schopler. P19, Luis Santiago. P20, Miguel Araújo. And P21, Jose Vega. So next race, Group E. Group E, here we go. On track, we shall have AJ McKee, Ismay de Wilder, Kenny Verbenen, Tobias Lauber, Mats de Jong, Diego Morales, Sven Baumberger, Lourenço Leite, Gustavo Martins, Moritz Gerges, Victor Sparholt, Fernando Ribeiro, Felipe Nardo, Ivan Moreno, Liam Hallberg, Mike Dickgraf, Aiden Kennedy, Jules Van Hulle, Emil Hallenk, Luis Senna, Mario Silva, Carsten Sparholt, and Marcelo Sartori will race next. Let me check our chat. Luiz Mol, cheguei agora, o streaming está ruim? Tá, muito, tá horrível. É culpa da internet. Temos 3 técnicos de telecomunicações e TI tentando resolver o problema, mas a cidade de Viana do Castelo está com problema. Então, hoje é basicamente, com muita dó do meu coração, praticamente um podcast, pessoal. E realmente a gente já tentou de tudo. Tentou conectar celular, modem 5G, modem 4G, mas nada está pegando sinal hoje aqui em Viana do Castelo. Estou frustrado, mas tentando dar o meu melhor para vocês. So guys, we'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry for the internet issues. Nothing we can do for now. And we're back. Do not leave. Please do not leave for the Group E race in a few moments.